now, here is your forecast first.
A lot of clouds to get us started for this Saturday, but they're finally starting to clear up now for the evening. Temperatures around the upper 40s in some places, 48 over in Muscatine, but some low to mid 50s right now, 54 here in the Quad Cities at the current moment. Our satellite and radar saw a lot of clouds from this afternoon, but things are clearing up pretty nicely so far for tonight. So those clouds will continue to clear up throughout the rest of the evening. Gonna be seeing some more sun for tomorrow morning with a mix of some clouds, but overall a fairly nice day. Some warmer temperatures on the way for next week. All of that in our Quad Cities News at 9.
Now, from the heart of the Quad Cities, you're watching our Quad Cities News at 10 on Local 4.
Happy Saturday night from your local news here on Fox 18. New York Democrat Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez shouted down by a protest at a town hall Friday night. It's the latest cold reception for leading Democrats as they face poor poll numbers. Madeline Rivera has our top story here at 9.
Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was holding a town hall in Queens, New York. Ocasio-Cortez was only a few minutes into the event. She was in the middle of talking about the potential impacts the Trump administration and DOJ may have on her district's healthcare systems when an attendee started protesting about the war in Gaza.
I'm a healthcare worker and I want to know what you're doing about the genocide in Gaza. You're a war
AOC is fresh from joining Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders on their Fight Oligarchy tour. Progressives are calling for her to run for higher office and potentially challenge Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer when he's up for re-election in 2028. While she hasn't said if she would, her team is touting her fundraising numbers. They say she raised more than $9 million in the first 3 months of the year, her strongest quarter ever with more than 200,000 individual donors. But Vice President J.D. Vance suggests the Democratic Party has a bigger leadership problem.
President AOC, the stuff of nightmares, Brett. Thank you. You've ruined my sleep for this evening. I think to the extent the Democrats have a leader, Donald J. Trump is the leader of the Democratic Party.
They're against him
because they're just against everything that he does.
During her event, AOC also challenged border czar Tom Homan to, quote, come for her after he threatened to refer her to the Justice Department for giving advice to migrants on how to avoid being deported. In Washington, Madeline Rivera, Fox News.
And on Friday, Illinois Republican Representative Darren LaHood stopped by our studio to share his thoughts on the 2026 budget proposal from President Trump's administration. He says its focus is to cut down on deficits.
We have to have a budget that restricts spending, cuts back on that, and gets us on a path to fiscal solvency. That'll help bring down inflation and also allow us to spend money in other areas we need to.
Republican-controlled Congress will now craft legislation which could be different from the proposal. Summer travel season is near, and TSA wants you to make sure you have your real ID so you can get through airport security as you catch your next flight. And if you don't get one, there are other IDs you can use, like your passport. But the deadline to get a real ID to fly anywhere in the U.S., Wednesday. Our very own Evan Denton spoke with some people at the Quad Cities International Airport on what you need to know.
We've been trying really hard to work together between airports and airlines and TSA to make sure the message gets out.
Changes are coming to TSA security checkpoints.
On May 7th, 2025, every air traveler 18 years and older must have a real ID or an alternative ID to travel.
It comes 2 decades after Congress passed the Real ID Act in 2005 to enhance security at federal facilities, military installations, and air travel.
Identity verification is critical for our mission, and TSA continues to make significant investments in this area to include our credential authentication technology.
Real ID compliant IDs have a star in the upper right-hand corner. The Quad Cities International Airport is doing its part to make sure travelers are aware of the new ID changes.
We've started adding signage around the airport, so at all of the airline check-in counters and our baggage claim area, we have a big countdown so that people remember that this day is coming.
According to Jose Flores, 70% of Iowans have real ID. For Illinoisans, that number drops to 35%.
Passengers without a real ID after the date can expect to face delays, additional screening, and the possibility of not being permitted into the security checkpoint.
Traveler Megan Johnson has real ID compliant identification.
It puts me at ease knowing that I can just get in and out and I don't have any troubles. No one is stopping me, no one's questioning.
Airport and TSA officials advise travelers to arrive 90 minutes to 2 hours before takeoff.
I'm really confident in our local TSA officers here that they've been well prepared and well trained to try and keep the lines moving.
If you try to do the TikTok challenge, a 15-minute, 15-minute airport challenge, I would not recommend that, right? may not be successful.
That was Evan Denton reporting. The first Saturday in May means free comic books. This shop in our area went all out with people dressing up as various characters and even caricature artists drawing portraits. This holiday usually falls every first Saturday in May. Many times it's even in line with a superhero movie coming out. Marvel fans, you might be enjoying Thunderbolts, while DC fans are waiting on Superman coming in July. The owner of this Bettendorf shop says his favorite part of the day, seeing people pick up a comic for the very first time.
Started 25 years ago in San Francisco. A store owner had too much stuff and he wanted to hand it out to people just to kind of generate comic interest for young readers. And so it's grown into a massive event, and we've got dozens and dozens of titles for people to pick up a handful of free books and see if there's something they might like.
And most shops have many comics geared toward kids, and they also have the classics like Spider-Man and even Star Wars.
Now, your local pinpoint forecast.
Well, we saw a few clouds outside for this afternoon, and it was a pretty gloomy start to get us going for the afternoon. But now we're starting to actually see those clouds opening up a little bit, clearing up in the skies. A live look from our Crawford Company camera overlooking overlooking their bridge over in Muscatine, looking nice and quiet there. Our Interstate 74 bridge from our Mercy One Genesis camera in Bettendorf, nice and quiet here in the Quad Cities. Then one last look from our Real Estate Exchange camera overlooking the Centennial Bridge, the Modern Women Baseball Park, downtown Davenport, all from here across the river in Rock Island on this Saturday night. Your weather headlines for tonight: it's going to be fairly calm for the rest of this evening. Not going to be seeing any rain, and those clouds, as I've said, are beginning to clear up throughout the rest of the night. Going to be seeing some more sunshine tomorrow, maybe a few clouds throughout the afternoon, but not going to be seeing too much rain for Sunday to end off the weekend. Going to be fairly nice throughout the rest of next week with a lot of sunshine and warmer temperatures as well. Temperatures right now, however, are fairly cool, seeing temperatures in the low to mid 50s. Some places have fallen down into the upper 40s for right now, 48 over in Galena as well as Muscatine this evening so far. Your morning temperatures tomorrow already looking a bit warmer than what we've been seeing the past couple of days, and even today going to be getting up into the mid 60s around 1 p.m. this afternoon. Going to be seeing a good amount of clouds throughout the morning hours, but still going to be seeing a little bit of sunshine throughout the morning, just kind of piercing through those clouds that we have been seeing throughout the afternoon. Here's our 7-day temperature trend. Well, the next couple of days, Sunday and Monday, still going to be holding on in the mid 60s. Starting Tuesday, those temperatures do jump back up into the mid 70s, and they kind of stick around throughout the rest of this week. 75 for Tuesday and Wednesday, then even getting up into the upper 70s by next weekend, but seeing a lot of 70s in the forecast here, which is certainly going to be enjoyable, especially after we've been seeing a lot of mid 60s from the past couple days. Those clouds are clearing up on our satellite and radar here, and they're continuing to stay away throughout the rest of the night on our futurecasts. Then some more clouds moving in for Sunday morning. Does look to clear up a tiny bit throughout the afternoon. Then by Monday morning, going to be seeing possibly some more rain moving in throughout the morning hours for Monday to get you started, but then that looks to clear out towards the afternoon as well. So for tonight, those clouds are clearing up, 41 for our overnight lows here. And then for tomorrow, more sunshine on the way, 66 for our afternoon highs there. And then on your A-plus roofing and siding 7-day forecast, going to be seeing those temperatures bouncing back up into the 70s with a lot more sunshine on the way. So it's going to be looking good for us here finally.
Yeah, it's going to be a great week coming up. I mean, beautiful weather is on the way. I mean, not much to complain about if you want to hang out outside.
Exactly.
The bugs, of course.
Going to be seeing a lot more sunshine, more spring weather.
That's right, that's right. Hey, here's Nick Couzin with sports.
And now, local sports on our Quad Cities News.
Augustana hosting the Division III Women's Water Polo National Championships. The Vikings qualifying for the 4th straight year. And even more impressive, they've only been a program for 4 years. Their best finished 3rd place in 2023. Augie, the only team representing the Midwest. The tournament field also includes 2 schools from California and 1 from Pennsylvania. This year's championship carries extra meaning, honoring the original players who laid the foundation for the program.
Rewarding, honestly, and it just makes us feel really good. Kind of makes everything feel really, really real and for the seniors especially, it kind of makes it worth it because we built this program, and to make it to the national tournament 4 years in a row, it just kind of solidifies the impact that we've made and the legacy we're leaving behind.
It's special for me personally because my freshman year we also hosted here, nationals here, and it's also special because we get to say goodbye to our seniors at our home pool. We get to have more people come and enjoy it as well because I'm also a volleyball player here at Augie, and my volleyball teammates come and support me through this.
Everyone's so strong and they all strive to be in this championship, so that's what drives us all season, to be in this championship and to win.
Augustana plays for third place Sunday at noon. Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark not playing in the preseason opener against the Washington Mystics due to right knee tightness. Clark said pregame it depended on how the knee felt during warm-ups and did not get to the point where it was good enough to play. Clark did say the plan is to play Sunday against the Brazilian national team in Iowa City. Head coach Stephanie White appreciated Clark's presence on the bench.
Her communication was outstanding. Seeing different things on the floor and being able to communicate that in huddle. I heard a lot of different voices, but when you're not playing, it gives you a different perspective. And I felt like she did a really good job of that with her teammates, and she did a really good job of that with us in the coaching staff. Just different things that she's seeing. Different pointers for us in terms of maybe even communication style. I thought she was really engaged, and I felt like at one point she wanted to go back and put her uniform on and come out and play.
Steve Mueller scored the game-tying touchdown in the final seconds of regulation and going to win in overtime to beat Fishers 55-48 and stay unbeaten. 6-0, the River Bandits shut out the Great Lakes Loons 4-0, improving to 18-7 on the season. The Quad City team still staying hot out there.
Yeah, looking really nice out there. Steamwheelers having a good season. Both teams are. Check this out, folks. 64th Annual Finger Wrestling Championships from Germany. This was from last week. Two people sit across from each other with a small leather hoop hooked between one finger. The referee signals the start. Then they pull as hard as they can until one of them loses the grip. Organizers say dislocated and bloody fingers are common. Finger wrestling is popular in parts of Germany and Austria. Organizers say it started as a way to settle disputes. I think we should bring that back.
No. What kind of dispute would I have to risk dislocating my arm
dislocating
like that?
your finger, yeah. I mean,
do any of these guys break their fingers, pull?
That's what it looks like, yeah. That's what they were saying, yeah. Apparently. It sounds pretty dangerous.
That first clip that we saw, he pulled him over the table.
Maybe it's not for friends. Maybe it's not for a friendly thing. Maybe it's more like your enemies or frenemies, potentially.
I can just imagine they're doing that, and then you just hear a
and then they shake hands. It's like nothing happened.
It's a trigger warning.
Or they try to shake hands. They gotta throw their arm out. It's like, good job, guys, because they popped their arm out of its socket. That's insane.
Yeah, for frenemies again.
Alrighty. Well, one last look at our forecast before we go. Gonna be still seeing some 60s throughout tomorrow and Monday. Might see a chance of some rain for that Monday, especially during the morning hours, but does look to clear out towards the afternoon. Then looking towards next week, it's going to be looking good. Lots of sunshine, especially starting on Tuesday. Temperature is going to be holding on into the low to mid 70s all throughout the week. It's going to be a good one, especially since we've kind of had that cooler start for the month of May here. It's nice to see some more warm weather. I mean, May 4th, right? That's coming up tomorrow.
That's a lot of excitement for the Star Wars fans. May the 4th be with you. We'll see you around. We'll be back at Local 4 at 10 o'clock.